50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Call of Duty Zombies used to be a thriving place, with hundreds of thousands to millions of players online every single day, community coming together, videos getting tens of millions of views. Even Ali A was making zombies videos. Look at this guy, buried 18 million. When you would watch every single no-nonsense guide. But on top of all that, the biggest thing was that zombies was just fun. I know, a word that's not used much anymore due to today's hyper-competitive state of games. Whether it was trying to complete an Easter egg for the first time, or getting kicked off the bus and your friends not letting you on, or even getting left behind in the teleporter. Maybe you're just trying out a new perk on the map, and just flopping on them zombies. All these good times. So where did it all go wrong? That's why in this video, we're going to be going over the current state of zombies, and why it's on its way downhill. Just what happened to the community. I would really appreciate if you guys could subscribe, and let's go. Zombies started as just a bare bones experience and an extra mode after completing the campaign. This mode didn't even include any perks at first, and only had 4 nameless characters, and the best gun you had was a ray gun. But Call of Duty fans loved it. And in the final map of World at War, we would get Pack-a-Punch, and this would add a brand new element and a whole new replayability to the game of zombies. World at War and Black Ops 1 would be the casual, camping style gameplay that zombies was started as. But then came Black Ops 2. After completing the moon Easter egg in Black Ops 1, you blow up the earth, and this would be the start to Black Ops 2's ambitious ideas. And this introduced a whole new cast of characters and a new way of playing zombies by running and running and running. Black Ops 2 would also add new things like buildable items and new perks, as well as just new dynamics to gameplay and different ways to play the game. However, the first few maps were not well received. Transit and Die Rise were seen as some of the worst in COD history, and it wasn't until we got Mob of the Dead that people really started paying attention to Black Ops 2 Zombies, map set in the famous Alcatraz prison. Again, a very ambitious and different way of playing zombies. However, this time it worked. And we later got Origins, which is now seen as the best, if not the best, Call of Duty Zombies map of all time. We all know that's Shangri-la though. It seemed like Zombies was on its way up, and everybody forgot about the first 2 maps of Black Ops 2. And that leads us to Black Ops 3, everybody's favorite zombies game. Well, not mine, but everybody else. Similar to Black Ops 2, the first map was very different than the traditional zombies gameplay. But unlike Black Ops 2, it didn't take long for fans to notice just how good these maps and new mechanics were. Besides the new graphics, Black Ops 3 would go on a legendary map run, giving some of the best maps of all time, except Zetsubo, fuck that map. Perhaps the biggest addition was Gobblegums, things that will make the game absolutely overpowered, but still fun in a lot of ways. So here we are at the peak of zombies. What could go wrong? Oh. Black Ops 4 is seen by many as the game that really started the downfall of zombies. Less people started playing, less content creators started covering the game, and there was just less interest in the community as a whole. And this was for several reasons, one being the new perk system that people were not a fan of. Treyarch tried to remove crutch perks, otherwise known as perks that you need every single game. These would include things like Juggernaut or Double Tap, perks that you just absolutely need or else you're not going to play the game, bro. This would lead to a lot of fan favorite perks being cut, a lot of new perks being added that people just don't really care about. Perks had no personality, the progression in the game was gone, the problem of crutch perks wasn't even solved. Not to mention they replaced Gobblegum with elixirs, which are just so stupid. I could go on about even more unnecessary changes that Black Ops 4 made, such as having to pack-a-punch your gun 5 times. Who thought of this dumb shit? It wasn't until the 3rd map in World at War, Shinonuma, that Treyarch really started putting resources into the story of zombies. Nazi Germany creates something known as 115 that creates zombies. A bit of experimenting later, and zombies later end up on the mother flippin' moon. After completing the moon Easter egg, this takes us to the events of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 introduced 4 new characters that people really did not give a flip about. Many found them annoying. I guess the only good character was Misty, if I'm being honest. This is also where the story started to take a nosedive. It became more complicated for the casual fan to really follow along. And in Black Ops 3 there was things like the Dark Ether, Ether Monsters, the Shadow Man, and the casual fans really did not know what was going on, because you couldn't be able to tell the story of zombies by just playing the game. You had to do a little bit of watching videos or research on your own time. Black Ops 4 took this to a whole nother level. After the disappointing ending to Black Ops 3 and Revelations, people were not excited for the new story and new cast of characters in Black Ops 4. Many of the characters lacked personality, and it would obviously be better to play the game without audio, if I'm being honest. But if you thought that Black Ops 3 was a hard story to follow, Black Ops 4 is even worse. That's not really the main problem with the story. The problem is that it's just boring and uninteresting. No one really wants to know and no one really wants to care. I mean, it makes sense. After following the same story and playing with the same characters for over a decade, obviously fans aren't going to be inclined to the next cast of characters. Black Ops 4 would have two different storylines going on at the same time, and our beloved Ether storyline would come to an end in the final map tagged or Toten. But funny enough, they aren't even the characters that you play in this map, it's the crew from Flippin' Transit. After 10 years, our final cutscene isn't even animated. Now of course, Call of Duty Zombies maps are a subjective idea, because in one sense, you can think that Call of Duty Vanguard's maps are the best maps in the series. So this is kind of a tricky topic. For the most part, most players enjoy the old Zombies experience and the old Zombies maps, because no matter what, even if the map was trash, you could still hop on Transit and have a bunch of fun with your friends. But you can't say that about all the games. Some maps are just too trash to have fun. For World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 each had legendary maps. No matter what type of player you are, you could find a map to have fun on. With the exception of a few maps, Black Ops 4 was largely either mediocre or trash. Again, maps are a subjective opinion, so maybe you think that Black Ops 4 has the best maps. I mean, that's your opinion, but you're pretty much wrong. We saw a rise in popularity in Cod Zombies with the release of Cold War. This brought many new players and a lot of eyes on the new game mode of zombies. However, it didn't really last long, and near the end of Cold War's life cycle, the hype for zombies really dwindled down, and Call of Duty Zombies and Vanguard didn't really help a lot. Widely regarded as the worst Call of Duty of all time, and with the worst Call of Duty Zombies of all time, Call of Duty Vanguard was a major disappointment, and no one should touch this game. So this is where we are today. Call of Duty Vanguard had the worst zombies experience to date, and there are less eyes and less players playing every single day. However, there's still a chance. Because of the legacy it's built over the years, Call of Duty Zombies will never truly die. However, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what I could do in the future, and have a good day.
And love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm